A year prior, Appetizer, a fledgling scholar of H-City University, traversed the city via public conveyance. His thoughts, a whirlwind of youthful ardor, fixated upon a vision of pulchritude, by the muses, a vision of loveliness. Should I endeavor to engage her in discourse? What manner of salutation would convey an air of nonchalance? Fair maiden, perchance this diminutive coin of 5 mao has escaped your grasp. Nay, such a gambit smacks of insipidity. Yet, assuredly my comely countenance has. Note eluded her discerning gaze. His confidence, a celestial beacon, illuminated his thoughts. I am the epitome of masculine pulchritude, the very cynosure of the cosmos. Fair maidens are invariably drawn to such as L. Let but a single stride be taken, and a new couple shall grace the world. At this prospect, his heart commenced a rapturous dance. With a sudden percussive blow upon the handrail, he bellowed, "Fair maiden!" The object of his affections, startled, recoiled. A crimson hue suffused his cheeks, his gaze faltering before her radiant beauty. His tongue, now a traitor to his intent, stumbled over the words, that thing. He was so nervous he blurted out something he couldn't believe. My hemorrhoids are acting up, I can't sit down. Here, you take this seat. The woman was speechless and completely ignored him, thinking, where did this weirdo come from? I hope no one thinks he's talking to me. The people on the bus burst out laughing, and Appetizer was in despair. Damn it, I actually said hemorrhoids. My reputation is ruined forever. Another person boarded the bus, and Appetizer immediately noticed his strange behavior. Could he be a pervert? Appetizer's mind, ever alert, discerned a pattern of furtive motion. Hark! Such gestures bear the hallmarks of a larcenous knave. The individual in question cast upon him a malevolent glare, prompting Appetizer to inwardly seethe. By the infernal powers, he dares to challenge my gaze. Doth he mistake my tranquility for weakness? Are these purloiners of our age so brazen in their misdeeds? The purloiner, with deliberate stealth, unsheathed a blade. He panicked a little. How could there be a knife? Pickpockets don't seem to carry knives. This can't be a murderer. There should be other people who saw it, as long as we go together. But everyone seems a little indifferent. He noticed the pickpocket using small tweezers with rubber tips to take her wallet. He thought, everyone must be too scared of his knife to speak up. What should I do? If I warn her now, and it leads to a fight, I'll just be putting her in danger. But if I don't say anything, I need to stay calm. My cousin always says, the more tense the situation, the calmer you need to be. Actually, if we all just jumped in together, we could handle this. I've got it. He held his backpack up for protection, armor plus 50, and shouted, everyone, I'm a university student from H-City, and I have something to say. Some people recognized him as the crazy guy from before and started laughing. The pickpocket realized something was amiss. Everyone, please be quiet. You all know what happened at K-City railway station a while back, right? A few terrorists with some broken knives injured over 130 people, and during the Nanjing massacre, hundreds and thousands of our countrymen just stood there, waiting to be stabbed by the invaders' bayonets. What's wrong with people? There were only a few attackers, and they only had knives. Were they scared, or just numb? With so many of us, why should we be afraid? And right now, we have a pickpocket with a knife on this bus. Should we be afraid of him? I bet you're all thinking, he steals his bag. I mind my own business. It's got nothing to do with me, and I might even get hurt. It's none of my business. I can't do that. Imagine if I get into a fight with him, and he tries to run, and one of your family members is blocking the door. If he stabs your relative, will you still be able to sit here calmly and watch? He grew more and more agitated as he spoke. Finally, someone stood up and shouted, don't worry, man, I saw it too. I'll help you take him down. Appetizer was about to say more, but the pickpocket yelled, damn it, do you think this is a speech? I'm just stealing a bag. Why bring up the Nanjing massacre? If you want to die, I'll give you what you want. Just in time, someone grabbed his hand. A swift chop knocked out the pickpocket, revealing the provincial martial arts champion, Evil Sister, a junior at H-City University. She said jokingly, so cute you're quite the talker, little brother, but your fighting skills need some work. Friendly reminder, when doing a good deed, be brave and smart, and act within your limits. Tears of gratitude streamed down his face as he offered his thanks. A year hence, the same tears welled in his eyes as he spoke. Forgive me, Evil Sister, our anti-pickpocket team. I alone remain, a creature of neither flesh nor spirit. The heavens wept, their tears mirroring the sorrow that consumed his soul. At H-City Traditional Chinese Medicine Hospital, Bai reassured them, all right, come on in, we've got some snacks. It's pouring outside, and we need to discuss our next steps. Meanwhile, in the forest, various snake eggs began to hatch. Small snakes began to emerge, and then a very large snake egg hatched. On the second floor of Hospital Building 3, Bai suggested, it's raining heavily outside. Here's a map of H City, let's discuss our next move. Pang comforted, hey, don't be down. I just found this stress ball. Bai retorted, I told you to find weapons, and you bring back a stress ball. Oh well, give it to him, he's under a lot of stress. Pang then demonstrated the stress ball. This is great, just a gentle squeeze, and all your stress melts away. Xiao felt a bit sick. Bai, however, remained calm, and said, alright, I know you're trying to lighten the mood, but that ball of yours is actually stressing me out. Let's focus on planning our next move. Our objective is simple, escape H City. Though, personally, I'm also looking for my girlfriend. The city's transportation is completely down, and the few evacuation points we knew about seem to be useless now. We're currently on the edge of the infected zone, and trying to find another evacuation point will likely leave us trapped within H City. As for Wei, I can only say it was her fate, but another friend of mine was taken to the library by that white-haired monster. So, I'm going to the library with Appetizer, who's already infected. Pang, you take the others and leave H City on foot. Appetizer, you're okay with that, right? Pang and Xiao's safety will be in your hands. Appetizer agreed, saying he's in no condition to leave H City anyway. Pang was now reading Xiao's palm, invoking some mystical Eastern power. Your marriage line is very broad. Pang exclaimed, looks like you're destined to marry a chubby guy. Bai grumbled, why does our team act like a bunch of fools? He was, in fact, one himself. Pang thought by going after that white-haired monster is suicide. I'm not dealing with that right now. Xiao was also at a loss for words. Lu tugged at his pants pleading, uncle, I still haven't found my mom. Ho added, we're all sticking with you, don't leave. Bai suddenly yelled, what's that in your hand? Why is it moving? Let me see it. This rabbit from whence did it spring, and in such fine attire? Lu, with a shrug, replied, a chance encounter. The rabbit, sensing unease, commenced a desperate display of endearing antics. He mused, Lu, keep an eye on that thing. It's a bit small, but if we run out of food, we could roast it, with some cumin. Ha, what are Pang and Xiao up to? They're completely ignoring me. It's past 3 a.m. and it's pouring outside. Maybe we should all get some rest. Something's definitely off with those two. It was still raining outside, and Bai was on watch. He held Chaunia's knife, which was extremely heavy, and said, H City has become a demon's lair. I'll have Pang take everyone else and leave first thing tomorrow morning. Halu caught up and muttered, where'd he go? He seemed to be searching for Bai. He chuckled, wow, look at all the snakes. 4th floor, Hospital Building 3. The nursery. Something is banging on the glass. That is a mutated zombie. Shouting hungry. Location came to the library. It's Hui. She's locked in a talking cage. She's holding a book on abnormal psychology. The cage says, anything else you require, Miss Hui? Hui replies, no, thank you. She thinks, bye, please don't come to the library. It's so terrifying here. Inside the Sirius, Long directed the soldiers to fire, but Golden Bear and Ice Snake blocked him. Long scoffed, you two again, and then injected the soldiers with something. The soldier let out a roar and charged forward, completely crazed. Golden Bear thought, this monster is too strong. The immortal master is treating the young lady in the room behind us. We can't let him through. He kicked the soldier away. The snake also took action. Flowing water bears no intent. Falling flowers show no mercy. Xuan Yuan sword. Scatter. Long was a little confused. He discerned the chilling truth. Ice and was instantly entombed in frost. Ice seal sword. Ice Snake yelled, we can't hold him. Use the meteor rope quick. Flame Swallow suddenly burst out, but Long struck him down immediately. Long shouted, just as I expected. The meteor rope also dropped. A peal of cruel laughter echoed. Did you fools believe such paltry restraints could bind me? With a surge of raw power, he unleashed a tempest of electricity, shattering the icy prison. Golden Bear and Wood Rhino unleashed a combined onslaught. Yet, against Long, it proved a mere whisper. In Building 3 of H City's traditional Chinese medicine hospital, Bai was exhausted and drifted off for a moment. He suddenly snapped awake, a puzzled look on his face. Huh, did I just hear a knock? Was that just my imagination? Then, he heard it again. It sounds like there's actually someone knocking. Is it a zombie? This glass is frosted. I can't see who's out there. I'd better go check. I was a little out of it just now. Maybe I imagined it. Wait a minute. This is eerily similar to the first time I encountered a zombie. A damn face will probably jump out the moment I open the door. I need to be ready. I opened the door and quickly backed away. There's nothing here. What was that knocking sound then? Damn it. I'm really hallucinating. It must be because I'm so stressed out. Suddenly, he spotted a snake. He muttered to himself, a cobra. Could that be what was knocking? There are so many snakes around here. Your luck just ran out, serpent, he snarled, the great blade gleaming. I've waited for this moment. Blind to the horror above, he remained unaware of the ghoul that hung, a silent predator, from the shadows of the ceiling. They slipped in unnoticed. Lu was sound asleep when, suddenly, an eyeball plopped down with a wet thud. The rabbit, a creature of grotesque intent, seized the fallen orb and propelled it towards the sleeping Lu. She lay vulnerable, inhaling, unaware of the horror that approached. She blew a puff of air and sent the eyeball flying. The rabbit's plan was foiled, much to its apparent disappointment. A zombie crawled closer, its eyes fixed on her. They seized Lu and dragged her off. Lu remained fast asleep, totally oblivious to what was happening. They were poking at the rabbit, finding it amusing, while the rabbit was terrified. Bai grumbled, "How dull. One slice and it's dead. Didn't even put up a fight? The night's work is done, now for slumber." A voice, silken and beguiling, halted his retreat. "Hold, noble sir, you, a paragon of strength, beauty, and grace. Stay but a moment." Bai, his heart swelling with unexpected flattery, turned. "Who speaks my name?" "I am Yan," the woman replied, her voice tinged with weariness. "A resident of this infirmary, bound by illness. I was so impressed by your bravery just now. Could you please help me with something?" Bai asked. "Oh, what is it? What do you need me to do?" The woman started crying and stammering. Bai asked, "What's wrong? Why are you crying?" Bai thought, she seems like a survivor. Zombies can't usually speak this well, but something's off at their speech. I can see her face, she doesn't seem infected. I'll go check it out. She suddenly threw herself at him, still sobbing. Bai asked, "What's the matter? Please don't cry, miss," she stammered. My feet. My feet vanished." A gasp of horror escaped Bai's lips, then darkness descended as he was consumed whole. "No, release me, unhand me," he screamed, his voice swallowed by the void. "Hey there, beautiful. My knife dropped outside. Could you let me go grab it?" Inside the serious, Long said, "These ones are pretty good. They should all make excellent warriors back home." He detected an infrasonic signal. "Ha, all 4 of my little babies completed their tasks. I've had my fun. Time to eliminate the Supreme Commander and get out of here. The gate is opening." Nima said, "Master, this is the monster the commander wants us to eliminate. They say it's beyond human. We can't let it wreak havoc on humanity." The immortal master, a little hard of hearing, asked in surprise, "What? Rape?" He misheard and, human word is rape, due to their similar pronunciation in Chinese. Nima raised his voice, "Master, yes, wreak havoc on humanity." The immortal master burst into tears, saying, You were raped." Long, feeling speechless, thought, where did this old man come from? This sounds like dementia. He shouted, "You two shut up. Do you know where the Supreme Commander is? You dare to violate my disciple, you'll pay with your life." Long scoffed, "Hidden weapon." He laughed loudly and shouted, "Come test its power." Esoteric sex demon subduing pestle shattered his defense directly. Immortal master bellowed, "Lecherous scoundrel, this old master will cripple your martial arts today." Inside the giant snake's stomach, Yan sobbed, "I'm so sorry, brother. If I hadn't pulled you in here, the snake would have digested me." Bai exclaimed, "You totally set me up." He wondered, is she a victim too? At least it's just a python. It only swallowed me whole. He turned, looking for an escape route. Then, he felt a strange sensation. What's this? A burning feeling on my skin. Panic set in. Oh no, it's the snake's stomach acid. What's happening? The beast is shifting. By all that's unholy, release me from this vile prison before I'm reduced to excrement. Yan shrieked, "Brother, don't abandon me." Bai roared, "Unhand me, you fiend. Why are you attempting to divest me of my trousers? Such an act is an egregious breach of decorum." Yan continued to cry, "Brother, please don't leave me." Bai warned, "I'm counting to 3, and if you don't let go, I'm going to get rough." 1. He then kicked her, and she exclaimed, "Hey, you're not playing fair," before passing out. Rain was still falling as Bai forced the snake's jaws open. He sighed in relief and grumbled, "Man, snake, your breath is awful. Good thing I'm enhanced, otherwise this python would have squeezed me to death." Wait, what the damn this? Is there an entrance to another dimension on this snake's stomach? Are you letting people live? He quickly shut the snake's mouth again, muttering, "You know, Mr. Snake, being held in your mouth isn't so bad after all." Wait, this is bad. How did I end up in a place full of mutant snakes? Inside a hospital room, Pang's eyes snapped open at the sound of a scream. He really opened his eyes. Lu was dragged into the air conditioning duct. She cried out, "Uncle, help me." Pang's heart raced. Oh no, that's Lu. There are infected people here. Don't worry, I'm coming to get you. Suddenly, a zombie lunged at him. The zombie's little brother hit his face. He cursed, "Dare to use this thing to slap my face. Die." The zombie went flying and got swallowed whole by the snake. Pang said, "This is a real problem now." She's been dragged into the vents by those little creatures. They all looked completely lost. Something's wrong. Bai was supposed to be on night watch. Where is he? Did he fall into the latrine pit? Inside the Siru Long's pupils contracted violently. That single strike inadvertently breached my black tortoise armor but also shattered all 8 extraordinary meridians to sever my cultivation base. Formidable, you ancient fossil. But what comes next? Perish. With a series of rapid leaps, Long unleashed a powerful punch. Long was confused. How are the old man's arms so long? And his strength is matching mine. The immortal master was also surprised. What incredible power. He lifted clothing and his legs were bound. He actually loosened his robes and stood up, saying, "You remain unharmed after being struck by my esoteric sect demon subduing pestle. So you must be the monster the commander spoke of." Nima exclaimed excitedly, "Master, you finally remembered." He replied, "It seems Master's Alzheimer's is worsening. We must end this swiftly." Tashi Delik, Tibetan, it means auspicious.